Hello, I'm Tim Martinez with the Disco Dish. Today, we're going to be cooking roasted salsa. And so we're going to start off with a hot disco, and we're going to use a little bit of coconut oil to start off. Okay, so the ingredients we're going to use: 1 poblano pepper with the bulb removed, 2 tomatillos with the casing removed, the covers. We're using 3 jalapenos, taking off the stems. We're gonna roast 2 Roma tomatoes, about half of a white onion, about 1/4 of a red onion. We're using 2 serrano peppers with the stems removed. That's for the heat. If you like more heat, you can definitely add more. And then of course, garlic. We're gonna roast some garlic, and we like plenty of garlic in this recipe. And now we're going to add it to the hot disco. So what we're going to do is roast all the ingredients. Roasting brings out that good flavor. We're going to char it to get a little bit of blackness on there. And that just really brings out the flavor. Don't be scared. Don't burn it, but don't be scared to put a little bit of black in your roasted vegetables or tomatoes or chiles. And as you can see, we're getting some good color. We can see a little bit of there. We're going to turn these jalapenos. Look at that. We're going a little bit deeper than that, but we're going to be constantly moving these things. And we got to make sure we get the garlic, the hidden garlic in here, the hidden gems. And it's okay if your onion falls apart. We're just gonna roast everything. As long as we get that good roast on there, get that heat on there, really brings out the flavor. We're just rotating everything. You gotta keep an eye on the garlic here. Smelling really well. Oh yeah. So we're roasting it really well. A lot of heat. We're constantly turning. I've actually even taken out a clove or 2 of garlic because I don't want to burn it. Just want to char it. So different sizes cook at different times. So we're just constantly moving, keeping a close eye on it. That way we just bring out the flavor in all the ingredients. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to cut the poblano pepper down the middle. It's not cooking exactly the way we want it to, not getting that roast in it. So we're going to cut it. So that's the good thing about all these recipes. You can do what you can do whenever you need to. And I'm also going to cut the tomato down a little bit to get cooking. So we're about ready to pull everything off the disco and make our salsa. But I wanted to show you this. Look at that sizzle coming out from the tomatillo. That's telling us the heat is doing its job. It's roasting everything, and that's just gonna bring out that special flavor. Can't wait. All right, now that everything's roasted, we're gonna pull it from the disco, and then we're gonna take it into the blender. All right, most of everything's there in the blender. Just this one last piece. A roasted to perfection tomatillo. So we have everything in the blender. So to make it blend, we usually add some water, but for extra flavor, we added some tomato bouillon. We're also going to put a pinch of cilantro. And now we're ready to blend. So what we did, we blended that for about 30 seconds. So we're gonna check for consistency. See? And it's looking pretty good now. What we wanna do is make sure there's no big chunks. If there's any big chunks, just blend it a little bit longer. But it's looking pretty good. Could use a few more seconds in the blender. So we're gonna add the salt to taste and finish off. And there it is, our roasted salsa blended to perfection. Look at that. You can see a little bit of the charredness that we wanted to bring out and everything. And that's just gonna give it that fire roasted flavor. And that looks perfect, our roasted salsa. And that's the disco dish.